Look at this poll by Angus Reid. I'm going to leave it up on the screen for a moment to tell you what each line on this chart means. The red line shows people who want to decrease the number of immigrants to Canada. As you can see, it's now at an historic high, 49%. Now, the dark blue line at the bottom shows people who want to increase the number of immigrants to Canada. It's now at an historic low, just 6%. I mean, that's practically within the margin of error here. It's so hard to find someone who actually wants more immigration to Canada. You have to ask 15 random people on the street before you'd find one who would say yes. Now, the gray line, that's the one that shows people who say it's fine where it is. As you can see, that's an historic low also, 31%. I think that's a surrogate number for people who also don't have an opinion or really don't care. It's natural to say, yeah, whatever we're doing now is fine if you don't really care about a subject. It's for wishy-washy people. Well, the number of wishy-washy people is falling. People are angry. They have a strong opinion now. One last explanation of this graph, you'll see that yellow line. It's a bit weird to have that on the same graph, but it tells a story too. That shows you the levels of immigration, and that's referring to the numbers on the far left there, the hundreds of thousands. So it shows that immigration is skyrocketing. In fact, immigration has steadily gone up, including under Stephen Harper's time as Prime Minister. Now, obviously, when 49% of people say the number is too high and only 6% say the number is too low, that's everyone, every category. That's both sexes, that's all ages, that's all party backgrounds, all provinces. That's most new Canadians too. Of course it is, because legal immigrants to Canada, they watch TV and they see these tens of thousands of criminals who are just walking across the border into Canada, breaking the law as their very first act on Canadian soil. They see the appalling, shocking news that instead of punishing these lawbreakers, Justin Trudeau and Ahmed Hassan are actually paying to put them up in hotels for free. Paying with our money. Can you imagine that? I mean, that is insulting to Canadians, whether your family has been here 10 years or 100 years, let alone to Aboriginal Canadians living on poor reserves. Where do they get their free hotels? Trudeau truly loves foreigners more than he loves Canadians. That's what this poll says. So look at these charts. This is also from the Angus Reid survey. It's not surprising, and you can see this is by party, it's not surprising that Conservatives, that's the second bar, the one that says CPC, Conservatives are the most opposed to open borders. 67% of Conservatives say they want lower immigration. Only 2% say they want more. But look at the Liberals. That's the third bar there. It's still 39% opposed. Only 10% want more. In other words, Liberals are against higher immigration by a 4-to-1 margin. And look at this. This is by province. Look at Quebec. It's the second number from the right. Quebec is the most hostile after Saskatchewan. 51% of people in Justin Trudeau's home province want less immigration. They have a Liberal government, by the way, that is bringing in a ban on burqas, by the way. Justin Trudeau's home province. So that grandma we showed you the other day, who was heckling Trudeau the other day, she's not obscure. She's not extreme. She's the norm in that province. Trudeau insulted her 6 times, called her a racist twice, called her intolerant 4 times, and then told her she has no place in Quebec. I guess that's 7 insults. Saying that to her is extreme. If people who want less immigration don't belong in Quebec, as Trudeau said to that lady, that's half the province. It's Trudeau who's deeply out of step with his own people. That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.